How hard was it to repair Civil War ironclad warships? Imagine trying to fix a ship made of heavy iron plates and powered by steam engines during a war. That was the challenge faced when repairing Civil War ironclads. These ships were a big step forward in naval warfare, but they also brought new problems. Their design was a mix of old wooden shipbuilding and new metal armor, which made repairs tricky. The iron plates were thick and heavy, often made from wrought iron that rusted easily in salt water. When battle damage or corrosion occurred, fixing the armor meant removing damaged plates carefully to avoid harming the ship's structure. This process was slow and needed skilled metal workers and heavy tools, which were not always available near the front lines. The USS Monitor, one of the most famous ironclads, had a small crew and a low profile, making access to the hull and internal parts difficult. Repairing its rotating gun turret or patching dents in the armor could take weeks. After battles like the one at Hampton Roads, the ship had to go to a dry dock to get major repairs. Dry docks were large enough to lift the ship out of the water, allowing workers to scrape off rust, replace damaged iron plates, and overhaul engines. These repairs often took several weeks, especially since the process involved removing and replacing large sections of armor and machinery. Getting repairs done was also limited by the infrastructure of the time. Major Navy yards in places like Philadelphia and New York had the specialized equipment needed for such work. Ships operating on inland rivers, like the city-class ironclads, faced even more difficulties because they were far from these facilities. When damage was severe, crews did quick fixes with available tools, but these were only temporary. For example, if a river ironclad was hit by a mine or grounded, it might need to be cut into sections and reconstructed, which was a huge task. Compared to wooden ships, repairing ironclads was a lot more complicated. Wooden ships could be patched with timber and canvas quickly, but ironclads needed skilled metalworkers, heavy machinery, and plenty of iron plates. The process was slow and costly. Sometimes, repairs could keep a ship out of action for months, affecting naval plans and battles. The size of parts like the turret or armor plates added to the difficulty, making repairs a major logistical challenge. In the end, fixing Civil War ironclads was a slow, resource-heavy process. It required careful planning, skilled labor, and proper facilities. This meant that even though these ships were tough and well protected in battle, their maintenance was a big hurdle. Commanders had to think carefully about when to send their ironclads into combat, knowing that damage could take weeks or even months to repair. The need for specialized repair yards and equipment shaped how and when these ships could be used in major campaigns and naval battles.